s, it is expected that you also lack the universal. So an antigen associated to the MNS is we have the universal antigen, the U. The U stands for universal antigen. So I repeat, the U here stands for universal antigen. Okay? So the U, I repeat, stands for universal antigen. And this is usually found in the capital S and small s. Kaya it is expected, guys, that if you lack the capital S, you also lack the small s. Okay? So wala kang capital S, wala kang small s. Then it is estimated that it is also expected that you also lack the universal N. Okay? So take note, pag wala kang capital S, wala kang small s, it is expected that you also lack the universal antigen. Kaya imposible po ito. Okay? Imposible na wala kang capital S, wala kang small s, pero may universal antigen ka, it is impossible. Okay? So it is impossible. Okay, and also, the MNS, I want to emphasize that the MNS, they are easily destroyed by enzymes. Okay? The MNS, I repeat, they are easily destroyed by enzymes. So the MNS, I repeat, these are easily all destroyed by enzymes. Okay? Okay, now let's talk about the antibodies. Okay? O, pag-usapan natin itong mga antibodies. Okay? So the anti-M, these are usually naturally occurring among individual that lacks the N antigen. So I repeat, these are usually naturally occurring in individual that lacks the N antigen, the M antigen rather. And this is said to be what? The anti-M reacts best at pH 6.5. So the anti-M, I repeat, they react best at pH 6.5. So kung sinabi natin 6.5, it is a slightly acidic pH. Okay? In the updated Harmony, it was mentioned that anti-M, in the updated Harmony, the anti-M is mostly IgG. But in most of our references, IgM actually, si anti-M is, I mean, in the, okay, in the Harmening, sinabi ni Harmening na si anti-M IgG. But in most of the updated reference, it is actually IgM. Okay, kaya we still considered anti-M as an IgM antibody. Okay? Anti-N, take note, ano naman si anti-N? Pagdating sa anti-N, anti-N is seen in renal dialysis patient whose actual equipments are neutralized by ang F dito, formaldehyde. Okay? So, anti-N, I repeat, are usually seen in renal dialysis patient whose equipments are actually sterilized with formaldehyde. And just like anti-M, this is an IgM antibody. Okay? Anti-S, anti-small s, these are anti-capital S, anti-small s, these are IgG antibodies. Okay? So I repeat, the anti-capital S, anti-small s, these are IgG antibodies. So anti-MN are usually IgM, anti-capital S, anti-small s, these are usually IgG antibodies. The MK phenotype is the null phenotype in the MNS system. So the I repeat, the MK phenotype, this is said to be the null phenotype in the MNS system. Okay, so the null phenotype in the MNS system. Now let's talk about disease association. Okay, so let's talk about disease association. So the M is said to be the receptor of the pyelonephritogenic strains of E. coli. So this is said to be the receptor of the pyelonephritogenic strains of E. coli. Okay? What else? The M and the N are said to be receptors of Plasmodium falciparum. Okay? The M and the N are said to be receptors of Plasmodium falciparum. Kaya, pag wala kang M, wala kang N, you are said to be resistant from having Plasmodium falciparum infection. Okay? Kung wala kang M, wala kang N, you are said to be resistant from having Plasmodium falciparum infection. Okay? Okay, now let's talk about the other blood groups. We have the KEL, and the associated blood group pagdating dito sa KEL is the, okay, blood group associated with the KEL is the KX. Okay? The KEL blood group is said to be the first blood group. This is said to be the first blood group that was discovered using the anti-human globulin test. Okay, remember guys, in most cases, the name of the blood group came from the first antibody maker. So I repeat, in most cases, the name of the blood group came from the first antibody maker. Okay? So ayan. O bakit Kel? Kasi this is coming from the serum of Mrs. Kelleher. Okay? So identified in the serum of Mrs. Kelleher. Hence, this is a blood group associated with, ang tawag sa pangalan is Kel. Okay? Again, this is the blood group to be the first blood group to be discovered using the anti-human globulin testing. Okay? So the antigens, you have the capital K, we have the small k. Okay? So we have here the antigens, capital K, small k. Remember the capital K, that is what? The capital K, that is um, low incidence antigen. The small k, it is high incidence antigen. Okay? KO is the null phenotype of the KEL blood group. So the KO, ibig sabihin po nito, this is the null phenotype of the KEL blood group. Okay, so ibig sabihin wala pong KEL. KEL blood group, these are only found, the KEL antigens, these are only found among what? These are usually found among uh, red cells only. Okay, so this is found among red cells only. The KEL blood group, I repeat, these are usually found among the cells only. So Ano yung blood group associated sa KEL? We have here the KX. Okay, the blood group associated sa KEL is we have here the KX. So KX is the only antigen in the KX system. And kindly take note, KEL antigen expression is dependent on the KX protein. So ibig sabihin dito, kailangan po ng co-receptor. Okay, parang si KX is the co-receptor of the KEL blood group. So the KEL protein, the KX, I repeat, is the co-receptor of the co-receptor of the KEL blood group. So take note, kailangan si KX for the KEL antigen to be expressed. Okay? Next, antibodies against the capital K. Okay, so antibody against the capital K, this is said to be the most common antibody found excluding the ABO and the RH. So this is I repeat, the most common antibody found excluding the ABO. Bakit kaya, sir? Kung tanggalin natin si ABO at si RH, ang common na madidetect si anti-capital K. Sir, bakit si anti-capital K? It's because anti-capital K, remember, the capital K is the third most immunogenic antigen. So, capital K is the third most immunogenic antigen. So, ABO is the first, second si RH. Okay? So, syempre, kung wala si RH, kung wala si ABO, ang pinaka makikita natin is the capital K. Okay? And this is associated with IgG production. So again, the KEL blood group is associated with IgG production. And this was said to be, the anti-capital K was said to be seen in patient with E. coli O125B15 infection. Okay, next. Next, we have here the Macloid phenotype. So Macloid phenotype is defined as the absence of the KX and the KM antigen. Okay, so Macloid phenotype is the absence of the KX and the KM, and the Macloid phenotype is associated with acanthocytosis. Okay, so the Macloid phenotype, I repeat, this is associated with acanthocytes. Remember, pag sinabi po nating acanthocytes, these are actually what? Red cells with spiny projection. Okay? So these are cells with spiny projection. And take note, this is associated to chronic granulomatous disease. Okay? So I repeat, this is associated to chronic granulomatous disease. Remember yung pagdating sa CGD, ang red cells with spiny projection. And the Macloid phenotype is associated with acanthocytosis. Okay? So the Macloid phenotype, I repeat, this is associated with acanthocytes. Remember, pag sinabi po nating acanthocytes, these are actually what? Red cells with spiny projection. Okay? So these are cells with spiny projection. And take note, this is associated to chronic granulomatous disease. Okay? So I repeat, this is associated to chronic granulomatous disease. Remember yung pagdating sa CGD, ang CGD, this is a condition wherein there is an impaired NADPH production. Okay? CGD, I repeat, there is an impaired NADPH production and there is inability of the phagocyte to kill ingested organisms. So, inability of the phagocyte to kill ingested organisms. And syempre, this is common among males. Okay? So, that is your Macloid phenotype. So, the Duffy blood group, the antigens associated with this are the FYA, FYB. Just like the MNS, the Duffy are also easily destroyed by enzyme. Okay? So, lagi nyo tandaan, among the blood groups, yung easily destroyed, pinaka-common dyan, si MNSS and Duffy. These are all easily destroyed by enzyme. Okay? And usually, pag sinabi nating Duffy, this is part of the chemokine receptor. Particularly, anong chemokine receptor? We have here the DART, the Duffy antigen receptor for chemokine. So we have here the DART. So the Duffy antigen receptor for by enzyme. Okay? And usually, pag sinabi nating Duffy, this is part of the chemokine receptor. Particularly, anong chemokine receptor? We have here the DART, the Duffy antigen receptor for chemokine. So we have here the DART. So the Duffy antigen receptor for chemokines. Okay? And the Duffinal are said to be individual that lacks the Duffy antigens are said to be resistant from having Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium knowlesi infection. Okay? So I repeat, Duffinal are said to be resistant from having Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium knowlesi infection. So tingnan nyo guys yung similarities ng Duffy at MNSS. Okay? MNSS and Duffy are both easily destroyed by enzyme, and both of them are associated with resistance to Plasmodium infection. So both of them are associated with resistance to Plasmodium infection. Si MNSS, falciparum, Duffy, both for Plasmodium vivax and knowlesi. Kapag syempre, wala pong ano, syempre kapag walang, okay, pag walang, syempre pag wala po tayong, uh, the particular antigen. Kung wala kang MNSS, you are said to be resistant from having Plasmodium falciparum. Pag wala kang Duffy, then you are resistant from having Plasmodium vivax or knowlesi infection. Okay? Okay, so for the antibodies, associated, we have here the anti-FYA, FYB. These are IgG antibodies. They are associated with severe hemolytic disease of the fetus in the newborn. And take note, they are associated with dosage. Di ba? Pag cells coming from the homozygous genotype, they are able to what? Um, they will give you a higher degree of reaction. So cells coming from a homozygous genotype will give you a higher degree of reaction. Okay? FYX, this is a Duffy wherein there is no distinct antigen. So FYX is a Duffy wherein there is no particular antigen. Next, we have here the KID. Okay, so next we have here the KID. So we have JKA, JKB, the JK3. Kung si Duffy associated sa chemokine receptor, ito naman associated sa urea transport. Okay? So this is associated with, I repeat, urea transport. So this particular is associated with urea transport. Okay? So this is associated with, I repeat, urea transport. So this particular is associated with urea transport. So the anti-KID antibodies are associated with, okay, so the anti-KID antibodies, these are actually associated with what? So these are associated with delayed hemolytic transfusion reaction. Laging tandaan, the KID antibodies are associated with delayed hemolytic transfusion reaction. Bakit? The KID antibodies are not easily detected. Okay? So the KID antibodies, I repeat, these are not easily detected during the routine antibody screening and identification. Hence, this is associated with HDFN. Okay, delayed hemolytic transfusion reaction. Okay, so again, delayed hemolytic transfusion reaction. And also associated with hemolytic disease of the fetus and the newborn. Okay? Next, dito, pagdating kay Lutheran, I just want to emphasize that the Lutheran, okay, the name was actually misspelled. Okay, ang tunay na pangalan po talaga niyan is double T. Okay, so yung tunay niya talagang pangalan is double T, pero what was reported is actually T at H. Okay, so take note, again, yung tunay na pangalan talaga niya is double T, hindi po H. Okay, aside from Lutheran, ano pa yung blood group wherein the name was misspelled? We have here your Colton. So the name was misspelled. We have here your Colton kasi ang tunay na pangalan ay actually Carlton. Okay? So ang tunay na pangalan ay actually Carlton. Okay? So Colton and Lutheran are the blood. Remember, the names of the blood group usually came from the first antibody maker. So ito, misspelled yung name. Okay? So misspelled yung name nila. Okay? The anti-Lutheran A, Lutheran B. Okay, so these are the antibodies associated to the Luteran. Okay, and last major blood group that we will be talking about. We have here the Jego. The last major blood group that we uh, will be talking about, we have here the Jego. So the Jego blood group, this is a blood group that is found usually in the anion exchange protein. So I repeat, the Jego blood group, I repeat, this is a blood group that is found in the anion exchange protein. Okay, so this is, I repeat, a blood group that is found in the anion exchange protein. Okay, and this is associated with the what? This is associated with the carrier molecule, the anion exchanger. And also, the Jego antigen is said to be a marker for mongoloid ancestry. So, the Jego antigen, I repeat, is said to be a marker for mongoloid ancestry. Okay, so Jego antigen, I repeat, is a marker for mongoloid and ancestry. Okay? So, ito na po yung mga other blood groups. So, other important blood groups. Okay, so these are the other blood groups. Update po ito from the www.isbt.org. Okay, so Decano, the SID, CTL2. Ito yung hanggang kay Henry's. Pero ito po yung mga bago po na nakikita lang po sa ating website. So www.isbt.org. Okay? In the